Hey y'all, Blaumagier here, and we're back with more Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Last time we finished off Mega Man 3, and now it's time to start Mega Man 4. Which, coincidentally, is the last game in the series that I Let's Played on my channel. Which, by the time this goes live, I will have already removed from the channel. I have my reasons that I don't really wish to discuss. 2000X, Household Robots Rock and Roll were created by master robot designer Dr. Light and were enjoying their peaceful days. Then, one day, the industrial robots all over the world went on a rampage, and the world fell into total chaos. Dr. Light quickly realized that mad scientist Dr. Wily was behind the nefarious deed, but he didn't know what to do. Rock, having a strong sense of justice, volunteered to be converted into a fighting robot. Thus, the super robot known as Mega Man was born. Mega Man shattered Dr. Wily's plans 3 times, and world peace has been maintained so far. But history repeats itself. Dr. Cossack, a mysterious scientist, has invented 8 powerful robots and sent them after Mega Man. Mega Man starts for the battle again, this time equipped with the powerful new Mega Buster. And we are greeted with a format for a title screen, which should start to seem familiar now after Mega Man 3. I'm gonna let this title theme play out for a little bit. Well, I guess that's all we get. Alright, we have 8 new Robot Masters. And, normally I would start with like Pharaoh Man, or Ring Man, or Toad Man. But this time I think I'm gonna start with Bright Man. I am Kalinka, Dr. Cossack's daughter. Right now I'm being held captive, but I will support you, so please help me. If you defeat the light bulb enemy, it will become pitch black. However, if you defeat the green enemy, the light will shine again. So, yeah. They kind of spoil the twist of this game right there with the Navi mode. Yeah, this is the first game in the series where we can actually charge up the Mega Buster. Thorns are very dangerous. Make sure you avoid them. You should jump on the back of grasshoppers and go on. Grasshoppers move in a predictable way. Please watch their movements closely and jump onto the next grasshopper. And this stage is a little bit difficult. There's a lot of spike sections. My rush button is still not doing anything, unfortunately. I'm probably going to check my settings in between sessions here. Make sure I'm not doing something wrong. Yeah, I just don't know why it's not working. Anyway, enemies actually aren't really that difficult to deal with here. The road is splitting up. It looks like there isn't much of anything on the road below. Not the greatest advice, Kalinka. You may not be able to return without using your rush powers. Do you still have some rush energy left? So these red platforms will fall once they reach the end of the track, but the green ones will continue. And for coming along this path, we get rewarded with an e-tank. So we no longer get the improved menu that we had for Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. Instead, we just get the default Mega Man 4 menu. And Mega Man 5 and 6 have a very similar menu, so we'll be using those as well when we get to those games. Watch out for the dangerous chasm. You'll need to jump onto the next grasshopper before you fall into it. Just making sure she didn't say something different. You can pass through narrow roads by sliding. I already figured it out, Kalinka, thanks. Well, okay, I guess we're keeping the lights on. You better not knock down your light bulb-shaped enemies. Please jump over when the elevator stops. Also, be careful with the red elevator, it ends up falling in the end. You can actually see the red platforms and the green platforms still, even when it's dark. So it's not the end of the world if you do make it dark. Hey, here we are at the boss door already. Looks like there's a boss up ahead. Be careful, Brightman is vulnerable in water. In water? That's... okay, that's an interesting hint. Brightman is a formidable enemy who can stop time. Fight at the edge of the opposite side of the enemy. When Brightman stops time, try to stay in the air. So Brightman's ability to stop time is actually linked to his hit points, which, with strategic use of your weapons, you can actually skip the points that cause him to use it. Unfortunately, if you use his weakness, you will hit every single point if you don't damage him with something else first. Stop jumping! Oh! Contact damage with Brightman deals a lot of damage. But strategic use of the Mega Buster and the lemons can get you through it with minimal damage. As long as you are pretty good at avoiding getting bodied by him. You got Flash Stopper! So I found out by watching a speedrun that this weapon's actually a lot more useful than I ever gave it credit for. I used to only use it against Pharaoh Man, who's weak to it, but it's a pretty good weapon. The surrounding region is a desert. If you stand still, you'll sink rapidly into the sand. You'll move forward by jumping. With the rapid fire button, I can take care of these scorpion robots pretty easily. And just keep hopping across the sand, you know, Mario 2 logic there. So we're gonna jump across this pit into the secret area here. And hop across some more sand, and we find this item here with a bee on it. Now, what could this be? So after collecting that, we start about halfway through the stage, and the bee gives us the balloon, which is very similar to item 1 from Mega Man 2, if you recall that. And we have a dangerous spiky section, which I already kind of messed up. The only way to proceed is if you get on top of that enemy. Be careful not to let the enemy shots get you. Ooh. A lot of weird stuff was happening there all at once. It looked like I was jumping off of the enemy after it had already disappeared, and it looked like I landed on a spike and didn't die immediately. It was just a comedy of errors. Yeah, you really gotta jump earlier than you're probably ready to on those, especially when it gets higher. Lest you get trapped in the pit. Move forward by flying from one upper foothold to the next. Oh, I can't change my weapon. So that's the flash stopper at work. We got these mummies that are only vulnerable once they spin around. They have a few seconds before they launch their head at you, but they're not too difficult to avoid, and you can actually bait the direction that the head goes off in. Boss just up ahead would be really hard to beat without weapons. He moves quickly, so perhaps a light weapon would block him. Indeed. Pharaoh's movements are severe, so perhaps a weapon that makes this kind of movement stop suddenly would work. With the turbo button, I don't even have to try. Unlike Quickman, with his weakness to the time stopper, you actually have more than enough energy to completely deal with Pharaoh Man. And with that, we get the Pharaoh shot. This is a very good weapon. It's basically a spirit bomb that you hold above your head for those DBZ fans out there. And that is Ringman's weakness. If you get on top of this rainbow, it will move. When it does, it will take you back to the start, so move forward. Yep, we've got platforms that come out from under you. What else is new? It's safe to jump into the middle of the rainbow. There's so many things I could have said to that, and I have chosen not to say any of them. Whoops. Yeah, this starting section is, not my favorite. Oop. No, but I could just use balloon to cheese my way through this. I should have done that sooner, forehead. Yeah, I am actually going to use my Pharaoh shot here. At any rate, attack repeatedly the root of the pillar and it will collapse to the ground. It's okay to attack the contents using a jump shot. You know what? I don't want to fight this. So I'm out of here. Out of the entire series, I think that is the mini-boss that I hate the most. Because the pillar keeps coming back up after a few seconds if you don't attack the root. Very clever, but the thorns are dangerous. Don't force yourself. Whopper's weak point can be found in his eyes. Learn the timing of the ring and hit him with a charge shot. That is exactly my strategy. He does have a little tell when he's about to open up. Does also have somewhat of a rhythm. Another one of these. I'm worn out. I've repeatedly collected these missiles. I can attack using a rain flush. Well, I do not have rain flush, so goodbye. Did not mean to spawn rush all the way over there. Is Eddie gonna be a bro? He is not. He can drop E-tanks. You may know that guy as Flip Top, but his actual name is Eddie. Flip Top was a name they gave him early on for the American releases. Beat Monoloader hands down with a charge shot, or just jump over them. Or just freeze them? Okay, duly noted. These go the opposite way, so... Floor moves differently in the rainbow. Be careful not to fall. Yeah, I like to use the, stopper just to halt enemies. It's so good. I bet I can stop movement with a flash stopper. Speaking of. Well, that helps to do it at the right time. Back to the old strat. There were many huge bosses. This next one is the last one. Heat makes Ringman weak. Ringman's boomerang is very quick. Dodge it by coming to a stop and jumping. Run across the screen to separate yourself from your enemy and fight. Very easy pattern. Although I guess a lot of people do struggle with Ringman. And for that we get the Ring Boomerang, which is kind of like the Metal Blade of this game. It's probably the best weapon. It's definitely one you're going to need to use a lot. And we're going to take that weapon to Dustman. You must attack the shield attacker from behind, otherwise you can't cause him any damage. So, this stage teaches us to never trust a pit in Mega Man. Because of these guys. Wait just a minute, there's an enemy in the hole right in front of you. Destroy the enemy and quickly jump over the hole. They are pretty easy to avoid, just like that, but that's kind of slow. So we'll just, stop time. If you move closer, a foothold will appear. Be careful the enemy doesn't touch you and knock you off. Oh. I should have let that enemy pass. You know, I think I want to mulligan this. Since I'm already on my last life, I might as well reset. That was a really stupid way of taking a lot of damage there. I don't like these ladybug things. I usually deal with them using the Pharaoh shot. But I guess this will get the job done. There we got Eddie. Giving me health energy again. Not what I was hoping for, but it's fine. Take care with the press above. Depending on the place, you'll be attacked. It's possible to break the block located beneath the press. It's safer to break all the blocks. Still, the spot where beat is located is the safest. Okay, we lost music. It's dangerous here. You'll get crushed by a press. If you smash the block in front, slide to a safe spot. Oops. Oh well. I was trying to restore my flash. I don't know why my music just... it's gone. That's it. It was a pretty good track while it lasted. Maybe my disc is damaged. I don't know. It's very eerie. Oh well, here we are at the end of the stage, so... The boss is lying in wait. Take care and attack with a solid, hard weapon. Why, that would be a metal ring. Uh-oh. What happened? There is a problem with the disc you are using. It may be dirty or damaged. Well, this is an anticlimactic way to end an episode. But I am at the time limit. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Join me next time as I meet you at the boss door on Dustman Stage. If you enjoyed this episode, please like the video, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later!